If this is the first time you're joining a meeting with your device, once you click on the link for the meeting that was sent to you, you'll be greeted with this page if you already have Zoom application installed on your device. But if you don't, you'll be taken to a page where you can download the Zoom application. Once you download it, it opens, it gets you to this page. So here you can insert the name that you want people to see while you are in the meeting. So you can repeat your first name and your last name. So when you get to this stage, this is where the host of the meeting can approve your attendance. So if a link is sent to you, the host has set it to something that needs to be approved. So once you're on this page, you can inform your host to approve your invitation. Once they approve your invitation, you can join the meeting. It is important to note that if you're using Zoom for the first time, Zoom is going to ask you for permission to access things like microphone and your camera so that they can be able to hear you as well as see your video if you want to publish video. So when you get this kind of screen that asks you permission to the microphone, simply click OK, and then you can allow notification. Another notification you might get or permission is to use audio. You will see something like this. It's simply asking you to use the phone internet. A lot of people get this confused to whether it's asking Wi-Fi or cellular data, but it is not. It is going to use the phone internet to join the audio. So please do not click no audio, as you won't be able to hear anything from the meeting if you don't join the audio. So the option to select here is Wi-Fi or cellular data. You'll be able to hear everything they say in the meeting. On the screen, you realize that you have a microphone button at the bottom of the screen, a microphone icon at the same time, video icon, and some other icons. Now, as you can see that the microphone icon is not having a red line crossing it. It means that whatever that you are saying right now is going inside the meeting. People can hear you in the meeting. But if you don't want them to hear you, or probably another person is speaking and you simply have a noise in your own background, you can click on the microphone button to mute your own microphone so that they can't hear anything that is coming from your hand. Another one is the video. You can see at the moment your video is not enabled, which means that people in the meeting will not be able to see your video. They can see the text of your name you inputted the other time, or probably your picture if you have one enabled. To activate your video, you simply click on the video icon. It's asking for permission to access the camera of your device. If you do not give it this permission, they won't be able to see your video. Click OK, and then you can see right now that the video is active. And if you don't want them to see your video at any moment, you can simply click on the video icon again to take off the video. And the middle button is share content. If you have something on the screen of your phone that you want to share with people, you can use it. And if you want to view the list of the participants in the meeting, you can click on the participant icon. If you want to go back to the previous screen, you click on close here to be able to go back. If you want to chat with people in the meeting, you can use the chat button to do that. And if you want to raise your hand, you can click on this to raise your hand if you have something to say, so the host can let you in. As you have clicked that, people in the meeting will see you raising hand, and you can also send order sticker as well. So let's say this is not the first time you are running the Zoom application. You've done it without these steps. That is, you did not give us permission to your camera and your microphone. How do you do that? Yes, you simply go to your settings on your device and you find privacy. Find privacy on your device. Then look for microphone at the same time camera. So let's start with camera, and then you look for Zoom. You ensure that this is checked. As long as this is checked, you will be able to access your camera. Now the next is microphone, and then you go to Zoom. You make sure that it is going as well, so that the Zoom application can access your. This is how you can get this done on an iPhone, iOS. Now I would be showing you how you can do that on an Android. Let's say this is not the first time you are using the Zoom application on your Android phone and you've not given permission to it. For you to do that, navigate to settings on your device. So you find applications. When you have your list of applications, or you simply launch your application manager. So you look for Zoom from the list of applications that will be listed. You look for Zoom, select it. Once you select it, you find permissions from the list of the options that you have there. Click on the permission, and there you can choose to give it which permission you want. Here we're interested in the camera permission at the same time as the microphone permission. So it is important that these two is given access so that they will be able to access your camera for video, at the same time your microphone for the audio. Other things that you need to be sure is that you don't have an application that is running in the background and it is using either your camera or your microphone, so as not to get into issues while running your Zoom applications.